What's up, team? How we doing? Hope everyone's doing well. So several of you sliding in here quick. Captain Mario, Matthew, Grambo, Brazzi. Everyone's sliding in here quick. I don't know why it does the ats now instead of like your actual names. But either way, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I'm in a short. I just entered literally right now, looking for this gap fill, small position. Where did I get in? 486. Right here. Looking for this gap fill right there. Very light position. I really don't even have a stop on this thing yet. All right. Let's see what we get here, team. American Bitcoin halted to the downside. What is that? Down 33. Good God. What did they do? Interesting. All right, what are you guys up to? What are you guys looking at? Oh, avocado in the chat. Aguacate. AB Harris sliding in here. Profast, Captain Smooth. What's up, BB? See you, team. All right, I'm gonna take a little small ad up here. All right, just a little ad. Well, I'm very small. I believe we'll trim 446. I don't really have a stop on this yet. A lot of times you get a little spike before the gap fill. If it's going to happen, thing may just go back to I don't know. Qs are pumping without. Yes. We have to maybe add some. Yeah, the other thing. So I'm watching SPX here. SPX is at 850, but it has a nice little gap fill down here. It has a gap that never filled yesterday. Nvidia is coming into a key level, 184.5. Here, 560. I go to that 620 that I was worried about yesterday. Where's that NASDAQ gap fill? Oh, it's right here. NASDAQ just filled the gap. It left the other day. And Q, that gap fill is like 624. Well, I know I'm light, but I'm down 80 points. Average is up to 533. Maybe just can I get out of it trade? I don't like that ES has like plenty of room. 64. SPX has 10 more points of room. IWM's getting smoked though. Not adding up here. All right. This is making things a little bit more complicated. Nvidia is just flying. $545. We should probably try to get back down to. I don't know. Something about this move doesn't make sense. I mean, things happen. You don't always have to know what's going on. You just have to be able to manage your trades. Average is at 44 now. I think this thing may just run. But if it can pull back, I can get out. For Tuesday gap fills, it was just 36%. Yeah, it was about 50-50 in Q. What is it on SPY? Well, these gaps have not been filling much lately, have they? Gap ups have not been filling. At this point, I'm just trying to get out of this. I'm done that up here. IWM is off of a cliff. IWM's falling off a cliff right now. Something's not adding up. Short 600, maybe short 620. I don't know. I'm short from way lower. That is not going to go well. Should probably just cut and try to get back in, but then I'm going to get back in at a random spot and try to scalp it. So I knew I could go light and add. I did not expect it to rip 100 points though. I thought maybe at the most it would come up here to like 30s, 40s. Oil's getting smoked. Gold's down. Are banks down or something? Oh, it's banks. The banks are getting slaughtered. All tech. KRE, XLF are both getting smoked. Energy's getting smoked. This is literally all tech, which means I should be short ES instead of freaking NQ. Guys, you gonna see something funny? Babysitting on FaceTime. All right. See what happens here. Oh, there we go. The video is speaking live at UBS conference. Oh. Wait, energy and banks are still getting smoked though. Is oil just off the cliff? Yeah, they're presenting at the UBS World AI conference or something right now. I don't know. I would love for this. Something's not adding up because this would love to be. I would love for this to be a just fake move, but obviously hard to ignore what's on the chart. Yeah, is it Venezuela? Is it Ukraine? What's going on? Yes. What is Valdi? Valdi. Valdi is off a cliff here too. This 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 move is not adding up at all. ADD is negative. And our tick's negative. And Meta was weak. Let's see. I mean, Exxon going to be weak. Netflix giving back a nice bit of its move. Meta, yeah, Meta weak, but putting in a 5-minute possible hammer. Amazon's weak. Ooh. Hey, is this all NVIDIA? AMD's up. Broadcom's up. Just the AI names only? Look at the divergence though. ES is like an opening price. Yeah, this is really fishy. QT ended yesterday morning. Yeah. I wonder if the market's scared that Trump's gonna announce a Fed chair today. Baldy Q is positive. Does this just chase the AI names only? but everything else is weak and it's just going to rug. Come on, Jensen, say something dumb. Find some guy's banana hammock or something. Mike, that's an interesting point though, because QT ending, QT is typically, and I say typically with a big asterisk here, but typically QT is like a break, right? Because the Fed's running off of their, they're running off their balance sheet. So like they're selling. It's almost like a little handbrake, if that makes sense. Yes, still very weak. It's literally only AI. It's Broadcom, AMD, and Nvidia, and even Palantir, CrowdStrike. Benson just said they haven't completed a definitive agreement with OpenAI, but they don't ever see their partnership or relationship stopping. I need this to fall about 50 points, get me out of a bad spot here. Crypto's still pumping? Yeah, crypto's pumping. Yes, sitting on VWAP. Yeah, I need it back under 550 at least to start getting back out of some of this. Microsoft's pushing highs. Those at lows. And down. Meta and Amazon don't look. Google doesn't look great. It's like NVIDIA. Weird morning. We're kind of in no man's land. Yeah, it looks like a flag right off that pivot point, doesn't it? Yeah, Mike, it's and who knows what we're gonna be doing, right? Because you basically have an administration that wants to artificially, essentially at this point is the term I'm going to use, artificially lower rates. They want a Fed chair that lowers rates. They want to put people on the Fed board that lower rates. But like, yeah, typically during QT, you've got like a break on the market a little bit because you've got an extra seller, right? The US government. I think this is just going to rip. What would old Jensen say? Now IWM is ripping. Boy, IWM, that's a huge turnaround. It's going to be one of those days where IWM doesn't know what to do. I don't like this. Now, ES is bouncing off VWAP and looks like it could push. Yeah, Bitcoin. So you had Vanguard announced yesterday they're going to allow people to buy. What's that, a new high? Well, if we go any higher, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. OpenAI is developing something to counter Google's recent gains. Oh yeah, my swing shorts are cooked. They are cooked. Well, it looks like I may just get ran over on this one. Yeah. Runt over. Well, the most hated rally is what happened already. Not this, like this part of it is, I mean, maybe it's still part of it. If internals are improving. Nice internals still negative though. Obviously, Vol EQ is strong. Vol D is negative. I know everything has room to the upside. The other problem. NDX probably wants to go that 660 to 680 area. X still hasn't got to the 850. That's the other key level. Anything QQQ is just catching up to SPY's move that it already made. I like how the rest of the market just decided to catch up to NVIDIA. I mean, if I wasn't already in this short, like I don't want to add to a bad position, but if I wasn't already in this short, I would be shorting again, probably right here, just for the overextension. And again, I probably would be sitting and waiting. The IB in 10 minutes is going to be super bullish. Well, on NQ it is. Yes, not doing anything still. Not good. Because now what do I do for the rest of the... Looks like a big breakout. Wow. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull gymnastics on this one. Jeez, where does it even go? One more time. Holy Tesla. Yep, didn't give me a chance to get out. I'm gonna take this whole L on the chin probably. I really don't want to take 100%, 100-point loss on this position. All right, well, today I got to be the guy that got ran over. That's fine. Unless some miracle happens. NVIDIA's pausing. Everything else is ripping now. Why is Boeing ripping? Microsoft is what's strong. Oh, Microsoft. Netflix isn't looking good. I'm just trying to get out. What was the Boeing news? I just have to wait for SPX to get to 850. What was the Boeing news though? Do you guys remember when Boeing was like every other day they had some kind of issue? Nah, this thing's going higher. I own Boeing. Oh, my Boeing position's back in the green. You can't beat them, join them. I cannot join along up here. Anything, I would just reshort a little bit higher. I really want to see if we can get back to the midpoint. Just something about this still seems fishy. Our banks are bouncing. Sometimes you're just wrong. Well, they're not even gonna let me out of this position, are they? They're gonna take IB high first. Well, I'm glad I made a lot of money on Sunday night because I'm getting ran over today. Microsoft ripping. At least Tesla's coming in. Nvidia, what they're gonna do here? Minute orb high is all the way up here. SPX still got 6 points higher to go. All right, guys, somebody give me a miracle. I need about a 60-point miracle here. 66. How did my average end up right there? Drop it. Drop it. This gets me out of this trade. I do not deserve to get out of this trade. I deserve to get ran over here. Yeah, so Mike, if you look at SPX, what, 4 points higher than where it was? What was the ES? Yeah. So like the 62 area on ES is your SPX. I'm just gonna put no, do all that. Let me just do this. Oh, this sucks. I really want to put it right here. We'll do it that way. All right. Yeah. So yes, probably going to visit that SPX level right up there, 68.50, 68.62. So first touch of the 9. Would not be surprised to see this bought up. 8 minutes till the IB sets. Here goes IWM selling again. I don't know. When things are funny like this, I usually don't want to do anything. Did you just look at that American Bitcoin, BB? I don't know what that news was. I don't know. I was getting up, getting around. This thing is gonna squeeze higher today, isn't it? Yeah. ES is gonna have to go visit that level in SPX, and then we'll see what happens. What's up, Baba? ¿En el baño? Ok, muy bien. My son just came in here to tell me that he went to the bathroom. We're in potty training mode. Going to 7K end of month? You think so? Into December, SPX 7K, or yes? I mean, basically same thing, right? Not that far away. Or how far removed is that? Just 2%. What else is going on? My portfolio is doing great today. Nubank, Melly, both doing very well for me. Well, I guess Walmart's down, but it's been leading. Good. Oracle, Bell doing well. Well, not looking good for me. 5 minutes till the IB sets. We're probably going to take that high. What is this right here? 608, 610. Oh, Amcor. A close short report. OKLO short report. Oh, oh, I get the just need it back to here. What's the one song I put on after a great trading day? God, what a question. It's because my I mean, okay, IWM is getting smoked again. So is ES. I mean, let's say something's just off. Like something's really fishy here. I need it to go fishing about 40 points lower, but Forbes put out that short report on Oklo. Not even reacting. Oh, oh, bless me. Bless me. Bless me. Oh, bless me. Bless me. I did not fill my order. have it at 65, 75 to get out of like almost everything, break even. I'm just going to take off all those ads off right here. Come on. Come on. I'll bounce. Fill my order. Something was off. I was telling you, I could just tell something. There it is. Okay. Got out of almost everything. Back. Oh! Oh, oh my God. All right, team. Boy, I was on the bottom of the coral reef on that snorkel. Good Lord. Guys, we know it works now. It's the old hands of prayer. All right, well. Now what do we do? Good Lord. I don't know. After that, I don't know. I don't know if I emotionally want to go long. And things still just look weird. I mean, that's probably the right answer. Something, my spidey sense is just tingling, like just crawling up my back. Oh, my goodness. Boy. Oh, man. Oh, brother. If this is just a major head fake, I will be so happy. Would you miss Boris? I don't, Boris. You miss me like snorkeling at the coral reef at the bottom of the ocean, underwater on a position. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. Yeah. Look, guys, that was probably not a good example of trading. Just being honest. I did go really light, like I said I was going to, but being down 100 points, 80 points, or whatever, was not a. It wasn't fun for me. That was not. I did not like. I did not like that at all. I don't know. There was just the things weren't adding up to me. I just was like, okay, maybe I can at least get out of this. And I do, my normal trade, I'm looking for 50 to 100 points, right? Like I don't take like 10, 20 points. Like I will trim sometimes 25, 30 points, but that's usually just de-risking. I usually don't risk 100 points to be fair either. Robinhood's app is like trying to like actively trade on Robinhood is just absolutely trash. If this holds right here, right exactly where we're at, 540s. This holds here. That's the areas. If it holds there in that box between those two lines, like it's probably a long. Statistically, this is probably a long. All right, I got blessed here. Yeah, Robinhood, I don't trying to actively. That's why I just like buy equity and do like bigger swing trades. You cannot active trade on Robinhood hardly at all. I guess it was we come all the way down and fill this gap today. That would be sick. At least come back down to 500. 496. I don't know. This is what's not getting up. And if you want to, so like by breaking IB low opening price, never got out of yesterday's high. QQQ obviously is a completely different story. Look at IWM. I don't even know what to do right here. A whippy market. Whew. Bought it all the way back up. They're just destroying people on both sides of the trade today, aren't they? IWM is just up. It's like up $5, down $5, not $5, $2, whatever. Goes up $2, goes down $2, goes up $1.50, goes down $3, goes up $2. That's insane. That 5-minute chart. Ooh. I want to look at B. Yeah, we should take out this high. That makes the most sense to me. Oh, yeah, I'm way out of this, by the way. All right. Microsoft's making a new high. Still really weird price action. Yeah. I mean, all the data is telling me we should take out the high now and then see what happens. I really don't want a long, so a long maybe. I think ES is gonna go to, or yeah, SPX is gonna go test that 50, and then we find out what happens next. 7 points higher. Which would take what? I think where's NDX? I'm glad I had that short that worked out last night. I mean, I'm green on the day overall. Long Tesla? What's Tesla doing? I'm waiting on the indices themselves to set something up. Down here. I'm looking for something like this to set up. Hold down here, and then I can start taking my shots long. What's Tesla's daily look like? 50-day rejection, but holding 428. Meta's still holding a good area. I'm glad I didn't try to short Google yesterday as much as I wanted to. All right, let's see what happens. SPX goes up here about 4 more points. Probably could have scalped this long. We just took IV high on ES. I'm on NQ. Is that? You know what stops us next? In 20s? Either like right here, or it's 710 to 720. Is there a pivot point up here anywhere? Oh, it's up 722, 730. I don't know. I'm just glad the market decided to bless me. Dude, if you're a scalper, RTY. Meta and Amazon are ripping now. Google's ripping. Oh, did Apple hit my full target? Okay, Apple. X, are you gonna get there? You just gap filled. See what happens here. SPX is 1 point away right here. All right. All right, I'm gonna try it right here. Thank you. Yep. Yeah, 663 fill. Hey, that was a good space last night. It's interesting hearing some of the older crew that have been around for a long time talking markets and sharing thoughts. Sometimes it's a little bit like scream at the sky. But some of it, like if you can go in there with an open mind and just accept information for what it is, you can get some really, really good information out of those spaces. I don't know, but my swing short, I rolled some of them out, but they're probably absolutely cooked. Ooh. So I'm still surprised that you guys dropped L's in the chat for me. You guys should have tossed me some L's. That was a poor performance. We do have IB taken, and I'm looking for the retrace 609. So I'm just going to front run that 612. Basically, was our IB high. I mean, our 30-minute orb high. This statistic I can get behind. IB by retracement. Basically 62% chance, and we're overextended. 62% chance that we come back to here. Doesn't mean we can't go to up here first, but with the confluence, we're going to see if this will play out. If I get 28, what is that, 35 points? 50 points? All right, well. Looking for a little pullback ski. Yeah, L for the lucky win. Well, I mean, I still took that trade was still a net red trade. It was just it was just very small red trade because I got out of all those ads basically break even. Apple's pumping. Nvidia's not pumping though. Microsoft hadn't got a red 15-minute candle yet. Meta's pumping. Google's pumping. Broadcom getting smoked. I mean, when I look at all this, as much as like I would rather, I can't chase the long here, but that's what they're doing. I look at this, like they are chasing this long. I'm not going to put on swing longs when we're extended from even a daily 9. Problem is, by the time it comes down, that daily 9 is probably going to be up here. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It would be cool if we just give me a little win here. Get this account back green. I don't know. I feel a lot better after getting out of that first scenario, though. $625, big point of control up here. There we go. All right, first set of trims filled. Nice. Amazon Trainium servers are now available. Amazon's getting a rip on that, and Nvidia's coming down a little bit. Amazon is flying. Boy, you love when I have the news before everyone. Yeah, it's the squawker. Look at Amazon's 5-minute candle. Holy Amazon gets over 238. That thing's flying. Forgot I wasn't on Spaces. I was like trying to yell Amazon to everyone. I'm not even connected. Looks like SPX is going to break out here. But it's still not through this 850. Is SPX going to do it? Oh, the Amazon news might be all they needed. Statistics doesn't change, so we should come back to test that. Where do you go before that happens? I mean, this should be a net wash for the indices, right? Because Amazon's ripping, Nvidia's getting hit. Every hyperscaler just going to come out with their own chip now? And Google's getting hit. That makes sense because everybody thought Google had something special. Now Amazon's got it too. All right. Get my, there it is, 50 points. Yeah, they're going to crush Google and Nvidia on this. All right, move my stop down. Break even, basically. I'm out 2/3, 50 points. Got one trim left at 580. Where's the, need that head. What do you guys, sorry, let me catch up with chat over here. Tesla's probably going to have their own chip at some point too. Nvidia should be getting wrecked. So should Google. Yeah, Nvidia and Google both getting wrecked now. Oh, what? 1 point from my next trim. Had it sitting at like 82 or 81. Don't do that to me. What's XBI doing? Oh, biotechs are getting wrecked. My banks went from getting wrecked to ripping. There it is, 80-point gain. There's my last main trim. Oh. Northland with the turtles worked out this morning. How about that? Came back with that lucky coral reef. Let's go. Let's go, team. You know, it's funny. I just like trolling Wapender on Ondas. And I'll pull receipts on him all day long. Oh, Tesla, bye-bye. I didn't think about AMD. AMD's probably going to get... AMD's a short and a half. How much are AMD 200 puts? Over 100-point gain. Boom. Let's go. Let's go. I'm about to trim at 525. I'll take another one off. I just got 3 left. If you read this news, NVIDIA, Google, and AMD should all get completely repriced here. There we go. There's a 140-point gain. I'm taking off one here. Can I get 200 points? Oh, buddy. That SPX rejection was sick. So whoever said it earlier, this is why I can hold for 100-point losses sometimes. I can go underwater 100 points. one, I've learned to manage positions, but two, I get 100+ point trades. Let's go. Yeah, support the channel, guys. Subscribe, hit that like button. Over 100 of you guys in here with just me this morning hanging out. I know the rest of the crew, they're over on Spaces. Come over here. I mean, that edge full data right here, seems insignificant, but the fact that we come back in 62% of the time on that IB gave me the opportunity to say, okay, let's break the IB, wait for the IB to break. That's high probability that we were going to take this. Once we take that, then it's, better than 50-50 odds to come back to here. I had confluence with the SPX, and then I get blessed. Ooh. Boy, it needed that to happen. Now we got a lower low. We don't have a lower low on SPY yet. We have lower lows on Qs. I think, look, I don't want to say this again, but I think this could be just a massive trap that just pulls us way back down here. What if we go to 400? Miami, you're down for some lottos? I mean, if you're gonna take lottos, take puts or AMD swing $200 put. I took $200 puts. AMD 12.19. That was my little lotto trade. Probably do Google too. Google, I think, is gonna come back down to 305. I think Google comes down to at least 306-ish to fill that gap, but I would rather see it down here at this gap. Amazon, on the other hand, Amazon had to reject right where it didn't need to. NVIDIA is going to get absolutely smoked and fill this gap, aren't they? It's never good when something rips on news and leaves like a big gap below, and then things change and there's no like real news to like, it's more like hype news than anything, like a conference, whatever. That's why you see sell the news happen all the time. But in this case, you had a counter news story come out against it. I'm still not bullish this market until we get a back test and a hold. It can float higher all at once. If this market comes crashing down, though, my portfolio will make a new all-time high. We gotta get back into yesterday's range first before we get too excited here. 425, Tesla's a bounce spot. Bouncing right on it right now. Looks like it could get oogly. Good googly moogly. That thing is oogly. CrowdStrike has earnings today. That's right. And Marvell. What do you think, guys? Can I get 200 points? Can I get a 200-point trade here? This reminds me of that other Thursday when that was an outlier day, but things were just not adding up. Things just like the move up just didn't make that much sense. Sitting on my 233 EMA on yes, here higher low still. Where's SPX? SPX, a lot of traffic here, but go fill that gap after all. That'd be sweet. What's LIT? What's LIT? Oh, good lord. Do they make fiber optics or something? What strike are you in? I don't know the story behind this, but I would love for this froth to come out at least to 291. Going down, down in an earlier round. Sugar, we're coming down, crushing. I'm yelling timber. Oh, let's go. Come on, crush it. Crush it. Come on, give me 200 points on the stream. We just hit the pivot point on yes. We're about to fill the gap. Thank you. Fills the gap though. Another 90 points lower. Oh, buddy. Google's getting smoked. AMD getting smoked. Here we go. Come on. A gap fill in SPX right there. Come on. A little bit lower. Oh my god, all my puts were dead in the water. They were deeper in the coral reef than I was. We back. Oh, we are so back. We're barely at yesterday's high, so before I get too excited. Oh, come on. Fill me. 200 points. Boom, there it is. 200-point gain. I have one left. Boy, she was a stubborn one this morning, but this makes way more sense in my head. Oh, this is turning into a big day. Oh, buddy. All right. Well, how we feeling now, chat? What a day. Oh, wow. Yeah, Kevin, boy, they tried to get me. Thanks, Seven, too. Appreciate it. Boom. What a huge day. What W's in the chat? Are you guys crushing it in the chat? Like, you guys probably didn't just like fumble around the bad position like I did. You probably watched me like, what an idiot. Throw L's in the chat. Now we turn around and throw W's in the chat because we are so back. No, there's no one talking. The big thing was the news story that I yelled out to you guys on Amazon, which it's a big deal, and I was hoping to try to explain that in real time. That was a big deal. The reason why it was a big deal is because everybody was spending in saying, "Oh, we got to have Amazon. We got to have we got to have Nvidia. We got to have Nvidia." And then Google came out with those TPUs the other day and kind of shook up everything. You saw Google absolutely flying. And then you had Meta come out too, and Meta say, "Hey, a story came out that Meta was in advanced talks with 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 Google to get those TPUs." So everyone's going, "Uh-oh, Nvidia, like now there's another option that may be more cost efficient, more energy efficient, that Google has." Now, there's a whole lot of intricacies to this, but Amazon, I'm going to go for 300 points in this last runner. Why not? So now the reason why this story is so big is because now Google isn't the only one that has it. Apparently, Amazon's launching their own stuff. So it's like, how much do we have to spend on NVIDIA still going forward? And then AMD is over here trying to compete, and AMD is like, well, what about us? Like, now nobody needs us? So it's just connecting some dots. Now, how true does that stay? I don't know how true it stays. $250. Boy, they fill the gap at 400 and don't hold this thing. Good lord. You probably missed it, but I was snorkeling hard this morning. Is it too late to short? You're trying to short right here is a really bad risk to reward. The reason being is you just fell 250 points. No green candles yet. Your EMAs are so extended. You're probably really extended to the downside. See what your tick is. Your tick was a negative 1,000 right there. Yeah. If you're trying to short, you need to short an uptick. I would have problems getting in a short here. I mean, does it work out if you give it enough room? Probably, but is your risk to reward right here pretty bad? I would also say yes. Let's see if you reject something up here. Maybe reject 495, 500. I mean, it could just keep continuing. I don't really want to play the long right here, but I mean, you might as well fill the gap now, right? Go 15 minute. Might as well fill the gap on NDX. You're all the way down in it. SPX filled the gap, so that's probably some people buying. SPX is probably going to do the 850 to 6800 thing. If this gets lost though, IWM took out yesterday's lows. That's not good. Trump rolling back some kind of automaker rules, or GM apparently getting a pump. Well, shout out Edgeful. Simple data point got me in a crazy trade. Kept me out of a second bad trade waiting on that IB to stop. How we doing? Magtees doesn't cross. Would short here. Yeah, you have to short like a back test or like a. I'll let the EMAs catch back up a little bit. Maybe like, yeah, maybe it's like 510, 515, maybe right here, 496. I don't know. After this move, I don't want to try to short it unless it like does like a couple candles. I mean, I'm just gonna sit my one runner, right? I mean, that made my day. There's your EMA 9 almost. You get blessed too, Vlad? Everybody's got a different approach and thought, Vlad. You know, I day trade futures, so I swing trade options and individual names that I like that are setting up. I'm pretty picky for the most part about taking my swings. I want high conviction, high quality setups, and I want the market to be a green. There's the EMAs catching up. Kind of crazy. You could have made. I love this two-way action. You can make money on either side. My funded futures, I've actually heard some decent stuff about. I haven't used it, but I've heard good things about it. $30 away from the 3K goal. The only thing I would say is just be careful. Wait for a high quality setup to get that $30. The reason I say that, I've been 30, 50, $100 away from passing accounts, from payouts many times that I spiraled trying to, oh yeah, okay, let me just make that $30. And then that turned into 60, and then it turned into 120. And then next thing you know, I'm down 250. And then I'm trying to hit 500. And then you start taking like risky, dumb trades just to try to make that extra. You're trading your P&L instead of the chart. Be patient, let it come to you. Yeah, my funded futures I've heard good things about. We don't have a code over there yet. I think we're working on that one too. I'm opening to try another. Oh, Tradify. If you're gonna try another prop firm, Tradify. I like Top Step a lot, but Tradify is very similar. The consistency rules are very fair. You need 5 winning days, $200. Just depends on the size account you get. But Tradify, code Wolf at Tradify. If you're looking for cheap, you can go Apex, code WolfX over there. But use code Wolf over at Tradify. I don't know if it's still 40. I wonder if it's still. I wonder if they still have 40% off going. If not, maybe back to 30. But Tradify is of the other ones. It's probably the best one. I like Brett Simba a lot. I've chatted with him many times. He's a great trader that started the prop firm. So I like him. I feel like he's got a little bit different mission. I mean, obviously he's out to make money at the prop firm, but I feel like he's got a lot different reputation to keep up instead of just any of these other business people trying to do it. I still like Top Step. I know people have different thoughts on it. Oh, the good thing with Tradify, by the way, there's no activation fees. So you put in code Wolf, whatever you pay for the account, you pass the account. You can pass in one day if you want. I wouldn't recommend trying to do that, but you can. And it has like a daily loss limit that does it, so you can't just blow the account. So if you do tilt a little bit, it's going to put a natural break on you. Like on Top Step, for example, you just can blow the account right away. There's no like losing half your drawdown or whatever. You can just draw down the whole thing, which is a blessing and a curse. Probably more of a curse than a blessing. Tradify also has instant funded accounts. That's a good point from Mike right here. If you're pretty confident in how you're trading, you can do instant funded accounts. The consistency rules are a little bit more stringent. That's why I usually do the growth accounts. Yeah, I do growth. I had to look over here and see what mine were. But I like the 35% consistency rule is on the growth accounts. If you do streak to funded, it's like 20%. That just means your biggest day can't be more than 20% of your total profits. So, if you make too much, you just have to make more on the back end. If you're having a really big day, just take profit. I keep an eye on, if I have a day where I'm up crazy amount, especially on a Tradify account, I just make sure like, okay, I don't need to oversize or anything. If anything, it helps me not oversize. It's like, okay, I don't need to try to make, I don't need to make $3,000-$4,000 in one day because that's going to throw off the consistency. We hit $500, we hit $1,000 at the most, per day, maybe a little bit more, if I'm feeling really good. And I'm willing to trade an extra 2-3 days if I need to bring that consistency back in balance. But if you like the instant funded, that's pretty solid right there. 20, 25, and 30. Yeah, 25 is the one that I dealt with, 100K size, I think. Vlad, I don't know. You have to check the rules with my funded, but it all depends. Some prop firms have consistency rules, some don't. Like Top Step doesn't have consistency rules at all. You just have to have X amount of days. They did recently add a version of a consistency rule, which is essentially if you make 10K and you take like a 5K payout from Top Step, you have to make 5K again before you can take another payout. Like you can't just like make 10K, take a payout, and then just like flip $150, at a time. Make another, whatever that is, 150 times 5. 3, 6, 750. You can't just make $750 and then okay, I'm gonna take another 5K out. Like you can't, they won't let you do that. But that's fine. Whatever, it makes sense to me. I think about the business model. All right, we are struggling at previous day's high right here. SPX is probably just going to finish that move to 6,800 and test that of the range now. I would love for the next leg down. Look at the 5-minute here. Look, here's your EMA 9. Just going wrong button. Just catching up right here. Catching up right here. Big fall. It's back test and it's time consolidation. It needs to build into the next move. Are people going to say, "Oh, buy the dip"? Maybe. That's your risk. All right, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you guys haven't checked out Edgeful, by the way, where's the what's in play? We just go to InQ here. So this part was bullish. This was also bullish. So you could have got long somewhere in the middle to break the high. That played out nicely. And then you had the retracement, double break. This is rare, but hey, we got in the trade because of the retracement more than anything. And look, to even come all the way down here was a low percentage, but yeah, I have no idea what happens now. And really, I don't care. Preferably stay under the box that I drew. So between these two, 524 to 546. Preferably stay under here. But we'll see what happens. All right, guys. I'm going to end this stream because I've got to go run. I've got a Tesla space, an XAI space that I'm going to run. And then I'll be back this afternoon. I'm going to grab some lunch in here somewhere as well. I'll be back this afternoon. Let me double check the calendar. Oh, here's the Edgeful link, by the way. If you don't have Edgeful yet, you can get 7 days free to try it out. Give it a month. Don't even sign up for the free trial. I do have a Tesla space here in a few minutes, so I got to get off and get ready for that. This afternoon, we'll be back on 2 p.m. I don't know if Jordan may go live a few minutes before that, so make sure you just turn on those notifications. But I will, I'll be back probably at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So what's that? 2 hours from now, I'll be back for the afternoon session. We have a guy, futures trader from Robinhood, coming on with us, Michael Lucina. Smart guy. We'll see what happens. I'm going to stay short in this runner. I'll see you guys this afternoon. How's that? Well, I thought today was going to be a rough day. I thought it was going to be a rough stream, team. All right, Wolfpack. I'm out. See you guys in 2 hours.